Hey guys, oh my goodness, it has been one heck of a day, I have to tell you. I feel like I've come on here just to spill my day to you, but I promise there'll be more, there'll be better. I promise that there'll be more interesting content throughout this video, so please stick around. I promise you guys can get through this. You can get through anything. So no. Okay guys, I first of all want to apologize because I'm babysitting the dogs, and my neighbor actually left his dog here by accident. I do not think that he realized his dog was here. She's so tiny. Tuffy boy. And then there's my dog, Diego. So, I think just because she's so tiny and he's so used to her being at the house, like he has a big house and she gets kind of lost in there sometimes. So I think he just assumed she was there. Anyway, she's here. So I'm babysitting. It's gonna be probably a little bit of growling, a little bit of barking. They're fighting over the same bone. But they're playing, they're doing good. So it's been so long since I picked up a camera, and honestly, I've had the craziest time. So I got a dog right before COVID. He was a puppy, and he still is a puppy, what am I saying? He's a puppy, he is almost 4 months old, and he was 6 weeks old when we got him. So he was really tiny, and he didn't bark like this at all. It was much easier to make videos. You guys saw, I posted a video about him. So I swear, like every single day has been full of things, and I don't even know what I'm doing. I literally don't know what I'm doing. I feel like every day I feel so unaccomplished, and I feel so down about everything because I'm exhausted throughout the day and I wake up late. I feel like I'm doing so much, but I'm also doing nothing. I feel like nothing is getting accomplished. Like YouTube needs to be my first priority, and I felt so unmotivated to film. Like I haven't had anything to film. I've been feeling like, what am I supposed to film? I have nothing to do. I'm organizing the house. I'm dealing with the dog. Like, it seems like nothing, but that's why I'm doing everything that I can to film right now, because I feel like I have not made it a priority, and I'm so frustrated with myself that I know that I need to pick up the camera and start talking, and everything will work out. So I don't know how much of this barking I'm gonna leave in the video, but however much I leave, I hope it doesn't bother you, because I can't even hear myself think right now. I thought the solution might be to hold her, but now he's jealous. Let's see how this works. Anyways, I still feel like I'm trying to find like my voice and my personality again, because maybe I'll go into more detail about this like at another time in another video, but I was working for a while when I moved to Israel in an office job. Let's just say that I wasn't happy, and I continued to do this job for a few years. So I did this job for what I felt like was out of necessity. Like I felt like I had to do it to stay like afloat, because I moved to another country. I don't have my parents here, and I don't really have any backup plan. Like it's not cheap to fly back to the States. It's like close to $1,000, between $800 to $1,000 normally. And for where I live in Pennsylvania. So it's not cheap at all. And I kind of always had a fear of what will happen if I don't have enough money here. Like, will I be put out onto the street if I can't pay my rent, if I can't pay my bills? Like, what's gonna happen? I don't know. I'm too scared to find out. And ultimately, I was never even close to that point. Well, kind of. I was kind of living like in a way that I was living kind of paycheck to paycheck at one point, which for me is super scary, because money security is really important to me, like super important. And I don't know if you guys watched my previous videos, but money security is something that is really important, but I struggle with it. I struggle with what is being secure and what is being too much. It's just something that really has been the center of my focus since I moved away. And it was always important for me whenever I was away from home in the States, but when you're in the States, no matter where you're at, you can always jump in your car and go home. Even if you're on the other side of the country. I mean, unless you're in like Alaska or Hawaii. But the reason I was talking about that is because I worked again at the job that I had quit. I quit it like last August, and then I started working again at the beginning of June. It was the worst decision I ever made for myself. The worst decision. Like, there is a reason why I quit that job and why I was away for that job for so long. And I'll tell you the reason why I started that job again. So I was at my boyfriend's house, and his mom was asking me, you know, if I'm going back to work, and you know, I need a proper job because I was working part-time at the after school program that I've told you guys about multiple times. So I was working part-time, and she knew that, and then COVID happened and all of the schools were closed and all of the after school programs were closed, and she knew that I didn't have a job. She said to me, you need to get a real job. Kind of put me on the spot and made me feel really insecure about where I was in my life and where I'm at for my age. Normally people would say, don't worry about it. She can say whatever she wants to say, don't let it get to you. But it's my boyfriend's mom. And for me, that was super hard to hear. Like, it's similar to my parents. You know, I obviously care about what my parents think more, and I hate to say it like that, but I do. But I didn't want her to think that I was like using her son for money. And I have such pride with money that comes from years and years and years of being so deeply rooted in me. And because of that pride, I felt like I have to show her that I can get a real job like that, and I'm not worried about it, and I am like in a good position. Like, mind you, I have 2 degrees. I have a bachelor's in communications and a master's in conflict resolution. And I don't even know if she knew that, but I explained to her, I can get a job whenever I want. It's not about if I can get a job. It's about if I want that job, and I don't want that job. And I should have stood true to myself, and I'm still a little bit upset that I didn't, but it's all learning experience. It's all what was supposed to happen. So long story short, which is already a really long story, I decided to go back to my old job because I knew that that was something that I could start in a day and show her that I can make money and that I can be secure and that I can be a proper 31-year-old. And it was just so silly. Like, why I fed into it, I don't know. Actually, I do know. I know I fed into it because I felt insecure about it, because I didn't want her to feel some type of way about, you know, me dating her son. And at the end of the day, it all comes down to my relationship with my boyfriend. And I was, I guess, nervous she might talk bad about me or think bad about me, and I just didn't want that. Like, I just didn't want to deal with that. So my ego got the best of me, and I said, I'm gonna prove to her that I can do this. And I started back at this job, and this job is nothing that I'm proud of. It's not like I can go around and tell people I have this job and I'm so proud of it. I wasn't proud of this job. I didn't want to tell people. I would have rather told people I was a professional babysitter, like a nanny or something. But this job, I just wasn't into it. And she said things that I took in a way that made me feel really, really bad. I really hesitate to say that she made me feel bad, because she didn't make me feel bad. I made myself feel bad. I made myself wallow in that. I made myself feel as though I wasn't worthy enough and that I couldn't keep pursuing my dreams and what I want to do in YouTube. I just felt really insecure, and that was my insecurity showing. And she showed me what I need to work on, which I'm so thankful for. Like, I'm so thankful for that, because she really helped me learn where my insecurities were, learn what I need to work on, and that's what I'm here doing right now. So this last month, let's say I quit my job on July 6th, and it is now August 17th. And throughout that last month, it's been really difficult. So I got diagnosed. I was positive for the disease, and I was extremely exhausted. That was my main symptom, was exhaustion. So I had a really hard time doing a lot, and your mind is a little foggy. I don't know, it was really weird. So I had this problem with exhaustion, and I wasn't able to do much. And I also needed to change my mindset again, because my mindset was in the mindset of work and work in an office and, you know, work for somebody else and whatever they want. And I just kind of lost my mindset of creativity pretty and flowing, and it just makes me so sad to think about it, because I know that I was in such a better place a few months ago, but I also know that the place that I'm in now allows me to have growth, and that's what I'm going for. I'm going for the growth. I'm going for the realness, showing the rawness as well on my YouTube. I really thought for so long I was like trying to be somebody else. I thought, okay, I need to act like this or try this or do that, and honestly I just want to be myself 100%, but I'm still figuring out who I am. Anyways, I kind of feel like I'm just rambling right now, but mainly what like I wanted to update you guys on was why I haven't posted and where I'm at mentally and physically. I'm just like, ugh, I haven't worked out in months. I haven't worked out. I felt the worst that I ever have about the muscle in my body and how strong I am, which is actually how weak I am right now. So I tried to lift up my scooter today and it felt so heavy, and honestly I'm normally lifting that up like no problem. So I know that I've lost a lot of strength, and I know that I've lost a lot of mental stability and where I was at, but this is the time that I'm getting it back, and this is kind of what I wanted to talk to you guys about. This was super sporadic. I did not mean to have this video happen the way that it happened, but I'm really glad that it did. So I just want to thank you guys for being here. Thank you to every single person who's watching me. Seriously, thank you guys so much. You don't have any idea. I know that I'm going to keep posting on YouTube as long as possible, as forever, as long as forever is for YouTube, and I'm just so excited for every single person who comes here to see me, to see who I am as a person, who likes me, because I've always said that people that are YouTubers, that people, you know, watch and listen to and stuff, you have to like their personality, you have to like who they are, you have to like what they stand by, and really that's like what I'm trying to figure out right now for myself. And I'm just trying to be as genuine and as transparent as possible, and I'm really excited to make more content for you guys. I want to make more ASMR videos. I want to make cooking videos. I want to make tip videos where I give you tips on money, because I love saving money, and as I said before, money is a really important part of my life. Ugh, it sounds so bad when you say it like that. Financial stability is a really important part of my life. Yeah, I just want to thank you guys for being here again, and I will see you guys in my next video. And if you guys like, please subscribe down below for other content, for vlogs and ASMR and cooking and vegan and travel and puppies and all of the fun stuff. All of the fun stuff. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna do all of the fun stuff. So if you guys like this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Look at this cuteness that I came into. I knew he was tired, huh? Mama's baby. You tired? That is so creepy. He's fighting it.